see videos where some of them, like this one here,
ለፈለጓቸው ስለሚያደርጉ የሚከራከርላቸው መንግስት ስለ እንደ ባሪያ አገዛዝ
Yeah, what up, it's your boy Destiny. We're back again with a brand new edition. I want to say very big thank you to all my subscribers. If today is the first time you're seeing this platform, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to like and leave a comment down below. Today we're going to be doing the part 2 of our of this series, the Less of Africa series. So this is going to be the part 2. I did the part 1 before, and I talked about some of the problems we face in Africa. And the number one problem I made mention of was the unemployment. Yeah, and I gave the solutions in tackling the unemployment rate in Africa. So this part I'm going to be talking about another problem, and the key solution is solving this problem I will be giving out. So just stay tuned. So guys, in this segment, the other problem we face in Africa, like I would say the number 2 problem we face in Africa, is just hatred. It's hatred. Africans hate themselves. It is what it is. It's just the truth. Like, everybody hate themselves. Like, if a Ghanaian man should go to South Africa, he will be treated the same way he will be treated when he's back home, and it's not supposed to be so. We are all blacks, we are all African, and we are all supposed to be one. But this whole segregation, or this whole, I don't really know how to put it right now, but the number 2 problem we face in Africa is just hatred. Irrespective of your tribe, irrespective of where you come from, irrespective of everything, it's just hatred. And this hatred of a thing is so broad that it affects both the unemployment section and every other part I talked about before. Because if you come to look at it, because most times people from your own country hate themselves because of maybe tribalism, maybe based on your religious belief or something like that. You know, because most times you say there are no jobs in your country, right? But there are some firms, there are some big companies in, let's say, Nigeria, for example. There will be a vacancy there, right? You go there to look for a job, but you won't get that job because they are reserving it and keeping it for somebody. And most times they are also ghost workers. There are people they are just at home. In the government sector, most times they are ghost workers. There are people that they are at home, they ain't working, but they fill those key positions with some of their family members, their relative, and what have you. You get me? And most of these ghost workers, most of them, they don't even come to work. You understand me? They just get their salaries every month and every now and then. And there are people who just finish school, who are well qualified to do this job, and they don't get this job. It's like that mostly in Africa. That's why most people say it's not by what you know, but who you know. And it's very, very wrong. You say there's no job. Most times there are jobs, but these particular key jobs, these jobs, they are being kept for either their family relatives or their friends or for themselves. You understand? So that's why most times you hear they have slots. They give out slots. You can employ 50 people with this your slot. You can do this, you can do that, and it's not supposed to be so. The way it's supposed to be, as a graduate, you have first class, or maybe you have second class, or maybe you did well in your exams, or no matter how the case may be. You went there, you did your interview, they've checked your qualification, and they see that okay, you are okay for the job. They're supposed to say, okay, we'll get back to you. If they've checked you passed the interview correctly, they're supposed to give you that job. But it's not like that. It's not like that. It's a different ballgame entirely. So that's just what people are facing. That's what we are facing in Africa. So it's hatred. Because if you love your neighbor, if you love everybody, if that love is there, you want to keep this particular job for somebody that's just started university, because they do it. It's just the truth. They do this kind of stuff. You know, this particular job, you know, you say, I'm reserving this job for my relative, but he has not yet graduated from school. He still have like 2 years to graduate from school. So let me just put him as a ghost worker. So he'll be, trust me, these things happen. He will be getting salaries while he's still in school, but he's not working in that position yet. there might be a worker somewhere in that particular department that might be getting overworked because the person that's supposed to fill in that space is in school and is just a ghost worker, and they'll be piling all the work to that particular secretary or to some other person. So after the person graduates from school, he will come and take over, and it's very wrong. Africans, we should learn to love ourselves. That's why most of our sisters or brothers go abroad and they are being pushed from tall buildings, they are being maltreated, they are being treated like rags, like thugs and everything, and it's so unfair. It's so unfair, guys. If you see the way most people are being treated abroad, you know, our sisters, our brothers, our mothers are being treated. Most of these I will not say healthcare workers now, I'll say a caregiver, like these people that work in like a housemaid or something. The way they are being treated is so, you know, you see videos where some of them, like this one here, you see the boys are being treated like most times it breaks my heart because the reason why they left their country to look for job elsewhere is because their country failed them, and it's just the truth. It's the sad truth. Their country failed them, and most of them are graduates. Not just graduates, most of them are skilled workers. You understand? Because it's not everybody went to school. You get me? Not everybody went to school, but individual, like everybody have their own skill. You understand? Like their own type of job that they know how to do well. You understand? So they can be employed in different places, but no, the politicians, the government, they just take those jobs for themselves, for themselves and their family, and they reserve it so that in case anybody needs the job. It's just a circle. It's just a round circle for themselves and their family. So that's why I said in the first part that we are the ones to create jobs. You understand? For ourselves. Most of these citizens that have made it in life. You understand? Instead of you going abroad to invest in your country. Take some boys, take some girls out of the streets, employ them. You understand? Like, empower them with something. Don't just give them fish, but teach them how to fish. It is what it is, because you see videos like this.
I was feeling confused, even I was wishing it was her.
ለፈለጓቸው ስለሚያደርጉ የሚከራከርላቸው መንግስት ስለ እንደ ባሪያ አገዛዝ የድሮ አበራ
It's all over the internet, but it just keep on coming and coming, and it's so. You see, most of these politicians and most of these citizens that have made it in life and they go abroad to waste and squander all their money, and when they come back to Africa, they buy these expensive cars and they want to drive in the same road you know that is bad, that you left. You end up damaging your cars because it goes around. It's just like a circle. What you did now, it will surely affect you. It is what it is. Most of the politicians, they can't even travel to their villages because of the bad roads. Most of the politicians, they can't even move freely because of the insecurity in the country. So guys, the solution to this whole hatred of a thing is just love. Love your fellow human being. It's not that hard. It's not that simple. I know, irrespective of your religion, irrespective of the place, the culture and everything, you should learn to love. You understand? No, like everybody have their own different backgrounds and different upbringings. You know that, right? But most times you have to disagree to agree. You get me? You can't just see a person from Nigeria and just know, Nigerians are bad. Nah, they are like this. No. Or see a person from Ethiopia and say, no, they are like this. No. Or see somebody from Gambia or somebody from Ghana and start discriminating that person. It's not done. It's not just right in every way. It's so wrong and so. I don't even really have the words to use for it, but it's so wrong. You know, most times when you do such things, you don't know what might happen tomorrow. You might travel to another country tomorrow, or maybe not you, maybe your children, maybe your children's children might travel outside. What you did at that particular time will surely affect them. But most people don't really look into this stuff. They just believe like, you are not a citizen of this place. Most of them will just tell you go home. But do you know the reason why this person left home and came to your country? As Africans, we're supposed to be one. Yes, it's supposed to be one Africa. That's what we're supposed to be. That's what we're supposed to be. So irrespective of where you're from, irrespective of your religion, you should love one another. Because when that love is there, when we love each other, there will be no suffering. Even if the government are there misbehaving, mismanaging funds, thereby looting and stealing our money, individually we can do something for ourselves, and with like step by step, like gradual process, get up to that stage of fighting them politically. You understand me? Fighting them politically, like, you get what I'm saying? So you can't just say, okay, no, we should give chance to, let's not vote for this, let's vote for this person. It's still the same thing. You guys are just still recycling the same person, because this person that you think in your mind that you want to vote for, this person has a godfather, and he or she will do whatever the godfather asks them to do. So it is what it is. It's just still the same old scenario and everything. So if we should beat this whole hatred of the thing and learn to love ourselves as Africans, as human beings, and learn to help each other in terms of everything, right? From there we build ourselves, and the more youth the more youth will be out of the streets. Then from there we can start fighting them politically, joining or creating your own political parties and try to fight them and try to you get what I'm saying? So that's just that. Because the problem of Africa is not what you should fight in one day. It has a lot of branches like this. It has a lot of branches. The problem of Africa has a lot of branches. But you see, the first one I said before, the unemployment. The second one I said, this hatred of a thing. If we all should love ourselves, because if you love each other, there will be jobs. If you love each other, you help each other. You get me? There will be more people that are out of the streets. Because how do politicians work? They go to the slums. They go to where they have these poor people. They recruit them to do their dirty jobs. You get me? So if there are more people out of the streets, if more youth are aware and they know what it is that they are doing right and what it is they are doing wrong, you get me? Like, we can have the power to fight them politically. You get me? Because seeing these videos of our brothers and sisters abroad being treated like chickens and being dehumanized to a certain level is so heartbreaking, man. It's so heartbreaking. Even most times, black people see themselves in a foreign country and they just ignore. Even if most times maybe somebody just missed his or her direction and be like, hey bro, I'm looking for some place. The person will just walk past you as if you don't even exist, because no, I don't know, the way his skin look like he's from Togo. You get what I'm saying? This whole discriminating attitude is getting way out of hand. You get me? Everybody is supposed to, we are all blacks, right? You see the way people do, like, okay, take example like what happened in Ukraine. If you are white, you are going out of the country. If you are black, you remain there, irrespective of where you are. Even if you are a citizen there, you are black, you remain there. It was just with help of some activists and some other interventions that made them take some of the black people out of that situation. That should give us the sense and the thinking that, oh, these people, they see themselves as one. But why can't Africans see each other as one? Because this whole divide and rule stuff, it has been there for day one. That was what the Westerners came to do. That was the key thing. That was the first thing the Westerners achieved, to separate us, to make us hate each other. If you can love yourselves, if you can love each other and plan for a better future, everything will be nice. So that's just that for this episode. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. The next episode, we're going to be beginning a problem and a key solution to that problem. Till next time, I remember your boy Destiny, and we out.